So Kenyon, we got you here on this couch. We had to, send a bad signal out after the news got broke. When did you find out that KJ was in the Harden deal?
Before everybody did, unfortunately. It was one of them calls. I literally just dozed off, and my phone rang, and it was his agent. I heard something in his voice. I'm like, yo, what's up? And so just unfortunate. Short-lived time here, but on the better things, man. So you got to understand the business part of it, which unfortunately he has to learn it right now. I'm saying he was excited about being home and being in the situation he was in, but
best thing happened to him.
Yeah, we all right, man. He a hooper, so he going out there in a good situation, man. So it's as a family, I'm saying, of course.
Yeah.
Like, that's a little disheartening as a family, but we are a basketball family, and we understand that it is a business. So, it's on that regard, it's hit home like tough, but to be able to comfort him in his moment when he was, I'm saying, just like why, but it's a good thing for him. It's a good thing basketball-wise. I think going into a situation where he can get more minutes than he was getting the first 3 games of the season. Nick Nurse has been a fan of his since draft. They really liked him in the draft. So, so I'm excited for him.
And how hard is it, though, as a father? Like you said, KJ back home, you got him close by. Yeah. You're able to pull up, the games and really be able to support him. How hard is it as a father to see your son traded?
Oh, it's you, because I never dealt with it as a player, for one. Besides, it was about the money, but not 3 games into the season, not, no shit like this. No, but it's having to wake your wife up and tell her this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, having to break this news to the little ones, they're excited when KJ come by. So it's that people don't understand. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to put into words without being emotional about it.
Yeah.
No, but that's a good thing, man. That's really a good thing. And I'm excited for him, man.
Yeah, man, that's the thing. We talk about these trades and things that go on in the league, but you don't think about the impact that it has on players, families, whatever it may be. So, I know you appreciate the time that he got to be on the Clippers.
Man, I'm excited for him, man. It's just, like having to break that news to the little ones. Like,
there's a bright light for him, though. It's a bright light for KJ. You know what I'm saying? Just to ease the pressure off of him, because it's the National Business Association, right? I think the learning process for him is going to be that it is a business, and even though you're close with your family and you get to play in the city, it's an opportunity for him to learn how to maneuver business-wise, right? Because you could connect, like Drew Holiday connected in Milwaukee, goes to Boston, and it's like those heartstrings pull on you. So, for Kenyon and his son to be in LA, close to each other, he can work out with him. He'll come home, come to the crib, eat dinner, go to the movies and all that. Now that's like, the first thing I thought was, is Kenyon gonna go to Philly to be closer to his son, to be that mentor type, at least be there, every weekend or so, something like that. But, I could sense that the bond between them is closer than just how the business is done in the NBA. So I think the KJ's gonna understand it, because we had a conversation prior to, I see him out all the time, and he was worried. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to play here, he wanted to play, but I think now the opportunity for him in Philly is a better opportunity for him to shine, rather than just, get minutes on the Clippers and be close to his family. So I think it's a great opportunity for him.
I think as parents, we kind of like selfish, right?
Absolutely.
Right. When our kids go, man, we want them to stay somewhere close where we can, enjoy and watch and, be part of the road. So, I know when he was in Houston, you went to Houston, so coming back here, Y'all live in the same neighborhood. You know, you get your son back.
Yeah.
Right. You know, and now that he has to leave again, it's like, damn, I just got you.
Being born again.
Yeah, I just got you. Like,
Yeah, no, man. I'm like people know that you've been around me, you've seen me, man. Like you just said. For me, it's people that know me. Like I love my family dearly. So, and like I said, have him not right around the corner, walk to his house.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, like I'm just gonna keep reiterating, man. In a good situation, to be wanted, and to know that, well, fuck, I said to know that this trade wouldn't have went down without him.
100%.
Like he was the key piece.
It's important.
Like if they didn't, then it wouldn't have went down. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I'm saying that's a good thing for him to know that. Go out there, bitch, and hoop.
Yes, sir.
We know what he gonna do.
Yeah.
So, no, but yeah, I'm ecstatic. Like I want to have him here. I want to be able to go to the game, have him, right? But nah, man, we're a basketball family, man. Like I said before, man. So we're excited for this. But what the fuck were the Clippers thinking?
Say it again.
That's what everybody want to fucking
Say it
know,
again.
right? That's what everybody want to know. What the fuck were the Clippers thinking? I didn't like the shit. Didn't like it before I said it then. But hey, how is this shit finna work?
Man.
Like how? Let's be honest.
Got to talk about it.
okay.
You got
so
4
guards.
4.
You know, so that it's a great ending group if you're trying to force somebody to go small. But to start up with this lineup, I mean, it's not a championship lineup.
No.
Because what ends up happening is, Kawhi, you have to guard Greek.
Yep.
You have to guard Greek.
Yeah.
Like you can't do that. Like the championship teams are big, so this starting lineup of just 4 guards, period, with the big man, Zubac gonna get his ass whipped back there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's not like, I mean, you know, he's gonna be damaged because everybody's just gonna be. You guys are too small. Like it's
him and Plumlee. But the thing that kills me.
I mean, they're not in the game at the same time.
Of course, but I'm just saying it's like if Zubac did get in foul trouble, Plumlee is their only backup, and that's not
Shit, he
a
ain't
championship backup.
He ain't fucking playing.
Right, he ain't even really playing like
He
that.
not finna play right now.
So think about how they gonna play. It's
But then
gonna be circus ball. Like
I don't know if y'all
literally
didn't watch
run
these
around.
first 3 games, right? So I've had the privilege to go in the game watching up close, and so you got them 4 that we know of. Then you got Norman Powell and Bones Highland.
Yep.
In my opinion, each one of them going out there trying to be 6th man of the year.
100%.
Like they got that bitch like taking turns. Like your turn, my turn, your turn, my
sure.
turn, my turn, my turn, my turn, my turn, my turn, your turn, my turn.
Yeah.
Like it's like wow.
Yeah.
And then so who you gonna play them 2 with? You gonna play them with
Who coming off the bench?
No, those 2. None of them come. No, that's
All 4 starting?
Yes.
With Zubac.
yes.
So who's going to
Crazy.
be the 4? Kawhi's the 4?
Kawhi's the 4.
Well, PG been the 4.
Yeah, I would
Oh,
say
PG been-
probably.
They've been playing PG as the 4.
It really don't matter.
It don't matter because
Because defensively, Greek can guard one of you guys, right? But not one of you guys can guard him. Right? You have to think about the East, and when you're getting to that certain level, like winning games in regular season, y'all win games in regular season.
but just so if they do so happen to match up with Denver, like
Yeah.
Denver can guard y'all, but they too big for you.
Yes. Yes.
And that's always that's just it's this fake Golden State death lineup that everybody's used to, not realizing Draymond was the 4 and they had a 5, so they had a big squad. When they went at the end of the game, they went small, hoping you was stupid enough to go small with them, which everyone did, right? Y'all went small, and they have a better small ball team.
Yeah.
You know, same thing with LeBron when Kevin Love was the 5 and he was the 4.
Yeah.
Man, that's not that small, right? You know, so what ends up happening is teams are really going small, not realizing your small is too small and they're big. Their small is big still. So even with, let's say, Boston, right? If they go Horford and Port at the 5, Jason Tatum at the 2,
They're big.
that's a big lineup.
Yep.
That's why Miami keep getting smacked. In a sense, y'all are small. They are big small.
But let's get into this deal and talk about it a little bit. Gil, we'll start with you. What does Harden bring to the Clippers? We had talked about this before. It might look good on paper, but now it's reality. So what does Harden bring into the Clippers?
You bring obviously offense. You bring a guy who's another threat offensively. A guy who can, really heat up. Heat up with the best of them. His offensive talent you can't question it when he's putting the ball in the basket. Is he going to play defense? Is he going to commit to winning and commit to the team? That's the real question.
I'm looking at it like, is he the same James Harden we talking about right now? The heat up, give us 25, 27, or are we expecting the one we seen last year where he was 21 and 10, but those 10 was going to Embiid. Those were guaranteed 10, right? That's a pick and pop, pick and roll. So if he not pick and pop and pick and rolling with anybody, he got 4 other guards out there. It's like, well, what are we doing? It's who got the ball, who got space, who got room, who gonna do what? It's just sticky. It's sticky. It's sticky as fuck, and I don't like it because it's like someone out there gonna be mad, and I think it's gonna be Russ. Russ is gonna be the guy that's gonna get agitated because it's just too many guys gonna want the ball. Who you gonna give it to? Whose team is it now? That's the question. Is it Kawhi's team?
Well, whose team is it before James Harden got there?
None.
I still don't know. Yeah.
I thought it was Kawhi because remember PG gave the keys to Kawhi like this is his team. Remember we had that.
Yeah, that's before Russell got there.
Before Russ.
But I feel like that's why no one
then,
can really root for the Clippers because they don't have an identity. Like, they're just the Clippers.
We'll go ahead into the season. You said you talked to Ty Lue, and he said that Russ was the leader of this team, and it's the first time they had a leader there. Now you bring in another alpha, and James Harden has history with Russ.
There's not enough. There's only one alpha in the room.
That's Russ?
I'm just period. There's only one alpha in the room. There's not 2 CEOs. There's not 2. It's one, right? So.
So you bring that other person in.
One's coming in, and you have to abide by the rules. So most likely it's Russell, and Russell's the one that's going to sacrifice. It's not like It's not like he really understands. Like, all right. The only way this all works is if it's me. The problem is if James needs to understand, you can't play point guard while he's playing point guard. We don't need 2 guys trying to average 10 assists, right? So it's really, are you going to be a catch and shoot guy? Like your offense has to be quick now. It's like playing on a USA team, right? Quick or get off of it.
Man.
Score or get off of it. We're not going to be sitting here playing with the ball like it's going to be an adjustment for everybody. Like all of them, right? Sheer talent, like you're gonna win games, right? But sheer talent is not gonna help you move in that playoff.
Does it turn them all into slashers?
No.
Not if they're not used to it.
Yeah, they're not. No. So Russ averaging 6.7 assists.
Yeah.
The team averaging 25 assists right now. That's gonna go down.
Think so?
Hell yeah.
But that's the problem.
I think it forces them to play together.
Down.
I think it forces them to play more together.
How?
Because they all have to.
If it goes,
it's only one ball.
Absolutely.
They have to pass that bitch.
When have they?
True.
Huh?
The only person as of late, James passed the ball last year. He's led assists, but that shit is.
We all know
but you know how the game. He's manipulated the game for that.
Yeah, he can do
right.
That. Yeah.
Russ, in my opinion, is a willing passer. But then you got when it comes like I'm going to it's my turn.
But that's what I'm saying.
So then there's no. It's not gonna be the ball ain't gonna be moving, man. So that's the assists going down.
Ty Lue gonna allow that type of style.
No, I'm just saying no. It's not even about Ty Lue allowing it. As James, you can't do that anymore. Right. That's the part of the game you can't do. Your game is gonna have to be simplified. Like how you played before you got comfortable with the ball. Just 1-2 dribbles, pull up, shot. Like you have to play like Kawhi plays. 1-2 pull up shots. You're getting more shots. and nobody's sitting there like, hey.
Yeah,
but is he an efficient enough basketball player to do that from the field?
That's a fucking great question.
That's something we're going to have to find. Well, Melo, right? Melo proved everybody wrong. How he played in Denver, how he played in New York is not how he played in the Olympics.
True.
When he got to the Olympics, it was 1-2 pull up, open shot pull up. You know, he didn't get into his bag.
But that's him though.
I know,
but that's his bag.
But now when he was,
but that's his bag though.
Like he didn't, you know how
Melo is a boom shoot 1-2. Like that's his bag. He not a 4, 5, 6, 7
No,
dribbler.
he's not a dribbler. No, that's a.
But he was in Denver and New York. He was a ball stopper.
He was a ball
because he was the #1 scorer.
Yeah,
But that's what I'm saying. But in Olympic,
but that should tell you how smart he is as a basketball player to know I can still get to my boom boom, but it just can't be every possession.
Yeah.
Or when he's playing with better he's playing with other
and he
players
realized that
around
he
him.
couldn't do it every possession.
Right.
Right? Mm-hmm. But he's still who was the leading scorer and all that shit before. Goddamn right. So let's not.
That's what I said. He came more efficient, shot faster.
Yeah. But we talking about in a 48-minute basketball game, where like in an NBA basketball game, where you historically it's 4, 5, 6 to get to you.
Yeah, we're gonna see.
What you think as far as how many shots each of them are going to get?
Yeah,
per
I was
game?
thinking that. Like, are they gonna have to start scoring quicker, like earlier in the shot clock, just for everyone have enough attempts? Because the way James Harden does play, he's like a rhythm player. He needs the ball all the time, so he's not gonna be able to. He's not like Kawhi and PG. They might take 2, 3 possessions, maybe not touch the ball, but once they get it, they're gonna get their shot quick because they know they haven't gotten it for a while. I don't think James Harden is gonna be able to do that.
Only one that play with pace on that team is fucking Russ.
Yeah.
PG somewhat, but the ones who gonna play that play with pace like that is Russ. When Bones get in, that's a different story. But but that group, consistent pace. You know, Kawhi playing at his pace, PG playing at his pace, James will play at his.
But what's the key there?
So whose pace is it gonna be? So whose pace is it gonna play at?
Russ is familiar with which 2 players?
Harden
and
PG.
He understands what their pace is. Kawhi is the one that doesn't understand James and Paul's pace yet, I still feel, because they haven't played together enough, right? So you're looking at the shot attempts and you say, well, how many shots are each of them going to really put up for the team to be effective, efficient, and win? That's really the question. Like, you made this move and if you didn't process, like, how are we going to get these guys the ball where we can win and be effective and efficient?
Don't get your ass kicked on. You're gonna get your ass kicked on the glass consistently.
No, that's. I mean, defensively, they're gonna have to figure it out. Offensively, if I'm James and I'm coming in that situation with my skill set, I'm gonna manipulate the foul and the penalties.
Yeah.
Right. So when my most aggressive, my most selfishness is gonna be once we get into the penalty. So if I get open shots during the quarter, then I'm gonna take my open shots. But I'm just waiting for us to get into that penalty, and then from there it's animal mode, because I can still get my points, right? Get fouled, doesn't count against my shot attempts, right? Shot clock stops, I get 2 points, right? So I'm putting more points while the time is stopped. And when you look at the stat sheet, I got 20 on 10 shots, right? You know what I mean? So that's what I did with Larry Hughes and Antoine, and then Karan with Antoine, right? Once they got into penalty, that's when I became, attacking the basket the whole time. So that's what he's gonna have to do. Because he knows how to get fouled. Yeah. That's the time you use it.
What was your adjustment in Orlando though, when you was used to? Even though you knew you wasn't the same.
My adjustment?
In my seat. Hey, where that cushion at? Hey, that tall one.
This is my adjustment right here. Just
mentality-wise.
I said it's 5 or 7. I'm gonna sit close to the coach. Can you see me down here, both man?
I'm here. I'm right here.
So on any possession doing this, like doing this experiment, doing any possession, 2 of them guys gonna be over there motherfucking twiddling their thumbs.
Yes.
Like at any given time.
Yes.
Like 2 of you, like go be over that motherfucker like.
No, listen. It's
get off that bitch.
It's gonna be like that. Listen, it's gonna be
get off that bitch.
A less experienced Lakers back in 04 right? Where everybody coming into like, yeah, this us. There's gonna be someone hot. Then it was GP, right? It was GP mad in the motherfucker the whole time because he wasn't playing how he was playing before. So, because I think the year before that he averaged 20 over in Milwaukee and came down there to average 4.5. So I mean, someone's going to be upset, but I think Russ is the one because if he's only averaging 6. He's already adapted. It seemed like he's already adapting to what was coming.
He's not getting paid like that either, so I think that the adaptation is really easy for him.
He's the only one with a safe job.
Real talk.
He's the only one with a safe job right now.
So
and tradable.
For sure.
You talk about Russ.
Damn. He's the only tradable piece.
Who's that?
Russ.
But you talk about Russ having to make the biggest sacrifice. He's already sacrificed, 11, 6, and 7. Do you think that sacrifice goes as far as him now having to come off the bench? And is that even effective, not really letting him cook with Kawhi and PG?
I thought that too.
You looking at this squad, like who getting off that ball? And if you paying Harden $36 million and you got Russ at 4, or do you now make a decision where you bring Harden off the bench?
Let me tell you this shit right now. He averaged more rebounds than all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So guess what? Good luck.
Good luck.
No, but
Good luck getting the bitch out his hand when he going to get it off the glass. When he can take okay. If you want fuck with me if you want to.
Yeah.
I can show you better than I can tell you. I come out this bitch and I average 12 rebounds a game and then what? And that's 12 possessions. I know I'm gonna motherfucking have the ball in my hand, so deal with it.
He's the only guy in the crew I really think doesn't care about scoring at this point.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's the one that's gonna go back to being an original point guard because he's capable of it. Right? You got a really explosive guy who wants to pass, who's willing to pass, and like James Harden has to be a shooting guard.
Really?
A shooting guard. Be a shooting guard. I don't need you to be a point. I don't need you to don't do what you did. If it be like Klay Thompson, just come out there, fire that bitch anytime. Like, that's the guy I got. I don't need you to try to be.
But can he do this?
So then what is PG if that's going to be?
There's the 3. This is how they were playing.
Is PG supposed to be the Klay Thompson?
Before they got traded.
Yes.
Before this trade, PG's at the 4, Kawhi's at the 3, and they had a shooting guard. They're switching.
Because Terrence Mann was supposed to start, he got hurt, they would start Robert Covington.
Robert Covington at the 3.
Okay. So I'm looking
at the 2.
I'm looking at if they try to CP3 shit with Russ, bring him off the bench.
Why when they didn't do it before?
Because they got James.
But that's what I'm saying. He's just subbing in as the actual 2 guard now.
He's just playing the actual 2 guard now.
But do you think Harden wants to do it?
That's what I'm saying. James need the ball in his hands. James need the ball in his hands.
It don't matter what he needs. I don't give a fuck what he needs. Is what makes his team better. Who's faster? Who's bringing the ball up? Like,
yeah, I just want to know, like,
James like this. Y'all motherfucker call me
because you can put Kevin Durant in that situation because he's efficient. Mm-hmm. You can put certain guys in those situations because they're efficient. Like, they gonna make the best of them 13, 14 shots, whatever it is that night, fit whatever the number is. They gonna make the best of them. Can James do that? That's what I'm asking.
But that's what I'm saying.
So that's to be seen. But
like, if he wants to win, then it's him adapting.
Yep.
Right? And the only way he adapts is you become a shooter, right? Coming off screens, do something that we haven't seen, but if you're smart enough basketball player, you can adjust. And then from there, it's, wait till you get in the penalty and manipulate them fouls them last 3 minutes.
How the fuck the NBA let this shit go down? So, what the fuck is going on?
Let's talk about it a little bit.
What the fuck is going on?
The NBA is a